Turkish is a highly agglutinative language, i.e., Turkish words have many grammatical suffixes or endings that determine meaning. Turkish vowels undergo vowel harmony. When a suffix is attached to a stem, the vowel in the suffix generally agrees in frontness or backness and in roundedness with the last vowel in the stem. Introduction. Suffixes. A suffix is attached to a stem. A stem may be a root or further analyzable. The suffixes used in Turkish fall roughly into two classes: constructive suffixes and inflectional suffixes. A constructive suffix makes the new word from an old one, that is, it is a derivational suffix. An inflectional suffix indicates how a word is used in a sentence. The article on Turkish grammar pertains chiefly to inflectional suffixes. The article on Turkish vocabulary treats the constructive suffixes. A Turkish suffix can be called enclitic if its vowel undergoes vowel harmony, agreeing with the last vowel of the stem the suffix is attached to. Gender. Turkish is a gender-neutral language except for a few sex-specific compound words. The English third-person singular pronouns she, he and it all correspond to a single Turkish pronoun o. Since many given names in Turkish are also gender-neutral, it is possible to describe someone without the sex being made known. Person. Turkish has a strong TV distinction and usage of honorifics. Turkish uses second-person pronouns that distinguish varying levels of politeness, social distance, age, courtesy or familiarity toward the addressee. The plural second-person pronoun and verb forms are used referring to a single person out of respect, as is done in French, Russian and in Greek. TV distinction. Family members and friends speak to one another using the second singular person sen, and adults use sen to address minors. In formal situations, plural second person sis is used almost exclusively. In very formal situations, double plural second person sisila may be used to refer to a much respected person. Rarely, third person plural conjugation of the verb may be used to emphasize utmost respect. In the imperative, there are three forms: second person singular for informal, second person plural for formal, and double plural second person for very formal situations. Thus, the imperative forms of the verb gelmek, to come, agel, gelin, and gelin is. The very formal forms are not frequently used. Honorifics. Turkish honorifics generally follow the first name, especially if they refer to gender or particular social statuses. Name hanım, name hoca. Such honorifics are used both in formal and informal situations. A newer honorific is sen, which precedes the surname of full name, and is not gender-specific. They are generally used in very formal situations. While these honorifics are normally used in preposition to Turkish names, foreign surnames are preceded by bey or bayan, bey Mulder, bayan Scully. Turkish terminology. In the Turkish terms for the constructive and inflectional endings, three roots are involved: ek supplement affix, yap make, cek pull, draw. For the last two verbal roots, the constructive suffix im can be added to form nouns for instances of the actions denoted by the roots: yapim, construction, sekum, pull or draw. Either of these nouns can be compounded with the noun ek, resulting in an indefinite compound, the sign of which is the inflectional suffix I attached to ek. Japim eki, structure suffix. Sekum eki, inflection suffix. The inflectional suffix l comes before the I to form the plural, so yapim ekleri, sekum ekleri. Many words in Turkish, particularly many grammatical terms, are neologisms invented to replace earlier words borrowed from Arabic or Persian. In some cases, the older term continues to be in use alongside the neologism. Parts of speech. There are 9 parts of speech in Turkish: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, postposition, conjunction, particle, interjection, dot. Postpositions are analogous to prepositions in English, the main difference being that they follow their objects. Postpositions can be considered particles, but there are particles in Turkish that are not postpositions. Only nouns, pronouns and verbs are inflected in Turkish. An adjective can usually be treated as a noun or pronoun, in which case it can also be inflected. Inflection can give a noun features of a verb such as person and tense. With inflection, a verb can become one of the following: verbal noun, verbal adjective or participle, verbal adverb. These have peculiarities not shared with other nouns, adjectives or adverbs. For example, some participles take a person the way verbs do. Also, a verbal noun or adverb can take a direct object. Some verbal nouns are not inflected forms in Turkish, but are borrowed from Arabic or other languages. A noun or pronoun alone can make a complete sentence. For example, köpek, dog, köpek. It is a dog. Most dictionaries list verbs in their infinitive form, which alone usually cannot form complete sentences. For example, kozmak, run. However, instead of the infinitive, the Red House Turkish-English dictionary gives the stem of a verb as its headword, and the present article follows this convention. The verb stem is also the second-person singular imperative kos, run, kos, run. Both a noun and a verb, without endings, can alone form a sentence. Many verbs are formed from nouns by addition of la. For example, köpekal, dog paddle. The aorist tense of a verb is formed by adding a. The plural of a noun is formed by suffixing la. Hence, köpek plus la, dogs. Köpekal plus rs, he dog paddles. Thus la can indicate either a plural noun or a finite verb. Most adjectives can be treated as nouns or pronouns. For example, genc, young or young person, or the young person referred to. An adjective or noun can stand as a modifier before a noun. If the modifier is a noun, then the second noun word takes the inflectional suffix un, actis, white tooth, altandis, gold tooth, köpek disi, canine tooth. Comparison of adjectives is not done by inflecting adjectives or adverbs, but by other means. Adjectives can serve as adverbs, sometimes by means of repetition. Yavaş, slow, yavaş, slowly. Word order. A general rule of Turkish word order is that the modifier precedes the modified. Adjective precedes noun. Adverb precedes verb. Object of postposition precedes postposition. Although the most common order of Turkish transitive sentences is subject-object-verb, all 6 permutations are valid. The word order serves to express the theme and focus of the sentence. The sentence initial portion is associated with the topic, the position just before the verb is used for the focus, and the post-verbal position is used for background or clarifying information. The following sentences illustrate how subject-object-verb order changes meaning. In the English translations given here, the focus of the sentence is given in all capitals, while the background information is given in parentheses. 1 SOV, Ali Eve gidiyor equals Ali home is going equals Ali is going home. 2 OSV, Eve Ali gidiyor equals home Ali is going equals Ali is going home. 3 SVO, Ali gidiyor Eve equals Ali is going home equals Ali is going home. 4 OVS, Eve gidiyor Ali equals home is going Ali equals Ali is going home. 5 VSO, gidiyor Ali Eve equals is going Ali home equals there goes Ali home. 6 VOS, gidiyor Eve Ali equals is going home Ali equals there goes Ali home. Meanings may be different depending on emphasis. In one study, only about half of the transitive sentences used by a sample of Turkish speakers were found to be in the SOV order. When a sentence has a multiple informational components, the stress component is positioned just before the verb. Ali bugün ev arabayla gidiyor equals Ali today to house by car is going equals today Ali is going to the house by car. Ali ev arabayla bugün gidiyor equals Ali to house by car today is going equals today Ali is going to the house by car. Ali arabayla bugün ev gidiyor equals Ali by car today to house is going equals today Ali is going to the house by car. Morpheme order. The order of morphemes in Turkish is often opposite to English. The above example is also illustrative of the productive nature of Turkish suffixes in creating new verbs, nouns, etc. Note how the word Avruparıyla stiramadik is a verb, an adjective and a noun. The morphologic pass shown above implies that this word is transformed from a verb to an adjective to a noun, in order to then accept noun-specific suffixes. The longest published word in Turkish, means as if you are one of those that we cannot easily convert into an unsuccessful person-maker. Inflectional suffixes. The plural suffix can be used with nouns and with third-person verbs. The case endings can be named and used roughly as in Latin. If a case ending is attached to a demonstrative pronoun, or to a noun that has already taken a third-person ending of possession, then the case ending is preceded by n. Nouns are derived from verbs in several ways. The number of ways of forming verbal nouns from verb stems can be debated. Here are three. Several series of endings show distinctions of person. They are given here, along with the personal pronouns for comparison. The names given to the personal endings here are not standard. These endings are often just referred to as type 1, 2, 3, and IV respectively, but the order in which the types are numbered is also not standard. Louis refers to the suffixes of possession as personal endings. In the third person, plural number is not always explicitly marked, and the same form is used for both singular and plural. If the plural suffix la is used, it combines with the personal endings as indicated in the final column of the table. A suffix of possession gives the person of a possessor of the object named by the noun to which the suffix is attached. It also indicates a subject. For a participle, a predicative ending can assign a person to a noun, thus creating a complete sentence. Insan, human, insanum. I am an human. See also copula #Turkish and Turkish copula. All of the personal suffixes can be used in the formation of verbs. Verb stems have been mentioned. A verb base is obtained from a verb stem by attachment of certain suffixes or characteristics given below. Then the personal endings here, called predicative and verbal, attach only to verb bases. The optative and imperative endings attach to verb stems. The present characteristic is not fully enclitic. The first syllable shows vowel harmony, but the second is invariable. The aorist negative and impotential characteristics are given here, because they are anomalous. Note that the z of the aorist negative and impotential emes is dropped in the first person singular and plural. In order to be able to suffix it, emesla. See also #negation and potential in verb stems under #verbs below. Some third-person verbs are also participles. Participles can be classified as personal if they take a suffix of possession, and impersonal if they do not. The following suffixes attach to verb stems. The interrogative particle is not written as a suffix, but it is enclitic. Nouns. Inflection. A Turkish noun has no gender. The dictionary form of a noun can take up to 4 #inflectional suffixes, generally in the following order: plural suffix, suffix of possession, case ending, personal suffix. Through its presence or absence, the plural ending shows distinctions of number. Number. A noun is made plural by addition of la, la, when a numeral is used with a noun. However, the plural suffix is usually not used. Bar, head, basla, heads, bes, bar, 5 head, but besevla, 5 houses. The plural ending also allows a family to be designated by a single member. Ali, Ali and his family. Tez, maternal aunt, Tezem, my maternal aunt, Tezemla, my maternal aunt and her family. In the last example, the first person singular suffix of possession comes before the plural ending. This is an exception to the order of suffixes given above. In the usual order, we have Teslerim, my maternal aunts. Nouns are pluralized in standard temporal greetings. Gun, day, I gunla. Good day. Yil, yet mutlu yila. Happy New Year. Possession. As noted earlier, the suffixes of possession give the person of the possessor of what is named by the noun. Tezan, thy maternal aunt. Tezan is your maternal aunt. Tezan is your maternal aunt. Tezlerin, thy maternal aunts. Tezlerin is your maternal aunts. Tezlerin is your maternal aunts. When a word takes one of the endings of possession, the word becomes the name of something possessed. Not possessing, the word for the possessor, if present, takes the genitive case ending, as discussed below. The plural ending will not be attached twice to the same word, therefore ambiguity is possible. Fikir, idea, fikirleri, their idea, or their ideas, or her ideas. Ambiguity can be resolved with hashtag pronouns. Case. The absolute case combines the uses of the nominative, vocative, and accusative cases. It is for subjects, and for names of people being addressed. It is also used for indefinite direct objects. Definite direct objects are in the definite accusative case. Siir, poem, so siir occurs, he reads a poem. Siri occurs, he reads the poem. The dative case tells whither, that is, the place to which. Thus it has roughly the meaning of the English prepositions to and into, and also in, when it can be replaced with into. By Ray Bustalabianakoy, the beer in icebox, put, that is, put the beer in the fridge. The dative also is for objects, usually indirect objects, but sometimes objects that in English would be considered direct. Guns and Batashina back, sunset its sinking look, that is, look at the sunset. Hukamit Guvan, in government trust, that is, trust the government. The locative case tells where, hence corresponds to the English prepositions at, and on, and in, when it does not mean into. EVDE at home. Bustalabinda dort beer var in icebox. 4 beer exists, that is, there are 4 beers in the fridge. The ablative case tells whence, that is, the place from which, hence, material out of which something is made. Compton Yapalma scale of sand made castle, that is, castle made of sand, a cause by which something is affected. Aklik tanol, of hunger die, that to which other things are being compared. In the Turkish terminology, the genitive case indicates a compounding word. The corresponding compounded word will take the appropriate suffix of possession. The pair of these words is then a definite compound. And mother, Anizi, her mother, Eisen, and Anizi, Is's mother. However, if 2 nouns are connected, but not by ownership, then the second noun generally takes an ending of possession, while the first takes no ending. The result is an indefinite compound. Turkiyanan Cumhurbaşkanı, the President of Turkey. Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, the Republic of Turkey. If one noun names a material, the other noun need not take an ending. Nikah yüzüğü, wedding ring. Altın yüzük, gold ring. Predication. If a noun is to be in the first or second person, one of the predicative suffixes will show this. Dünyayız, we are the world. Kokuklasan is, you are the children. In the third person, no ending is required. However, the ending dir can be used. It is said to be the remnant of a verb to ruas, he stands. Again in the third person, the plural suffix may be used. Turka Turkçues, he is Turkish. Turkla Turkçula, they are Turkish. Turkladia, they are the Turks. Several suffixes can be combined. Avinajtayim, I am at your house. Ya benimson, ya topragan, thou art either mine or the earth's. Verbal nouns. The infinitive, formed with mek as noted earlier, does not take a suffix of possession, or the genitive case ending. It does take all other case endings. In particular, the progressive characteristic given earlier is the infinitive ending with the locative ending. Konus maktes, we are in speaking. Savas maktes, we are in war-making, that is, we are at war. The verbal noun in me is called a gerund above, since it corresponds roughly to the English gerund. It can take a suffix of possession and any case ending. The dative form of a Turkish gerund can correspond precisely to an English infinitive with tu ülkemizde nanoteknolojik ürünler üretilmeye başlandı. In our country, nanotechnological products to be produced began. That is, nanotechnological products began to be produced in our country. Yet another verbal noun is from is, euro used walk, walking, yargis, rain, alas veris, getting, spending, that is, shopping, yaratulus, creation. The verb a, make, do, can be considered as an auxiliary verb, since for example it is often used with verbal nouns borrowed from other languages, such as Arabic, Kabul, accept, Reddit, reject, ziyaret, visit. Considered as units, these are transitive verbs, but the nouns in them can, by themselves, take direct objects. Antalya is ziyaret, visit to Antalya. What looks like an ablative gerund is usually an adverb. The ending med and usually has the sense of without. See #adverbs below. An infinitive in the absolute case can be the object of a verb such as iste, want, kimi ag time devam etmek. Some of them towards education continuation make kimi de kalasmak istiyor. Some of them also work want, that is, some want to continue their educations, and some want to work. Note here that the compound verb devam et continue, last, does not take a direct object, but is complemented by a dative noun. Another way to express obligation is by means of zor, trouble, compulsion, and an infinitive. Gitmek zor, go, compulsion, gitmek zorunde, as we must go. Both an infinitive and a gerund are objects of the postposition isen, for in the third sentence of the quotation within the following quotation, Tesis yetkalileri, facility its authorities, bulge insanlari genelde tutuq. District its people in general conservative. Sahil kesimleri shore its sections yola yarkan older guisanta road near the being for rahat bersekila guljaremi yola. Comfortable a informed to lake they cannot enter. Bizda we also hem yoldan gesenlar and goris asizini kapatmak both from road of passes cite their angle to close hem de erkekler and rafatsis at mimizi. Isen and men's uncomfortable they're not making for paravan color euros screen we are using. Dedi, they said, Ankak paravanan aralarind and but curtains from its gaps kokukler in kasi tarafi gozetla meleri children's other side the spying, in Jelena Madi, cannot be hindered. A free translation is the facility or authorities said, the people of this district are generally conservative. They cannot enter the lake comfortably, because the shore areas are near the road. So we are using a screen, both to close off the view of passes beyond the road, and so that men will not cause discomfort. Quote, however, children cannot be prevented from spying on the other side through gaps in the screen. Auxiliary verbs. Certain verbs in Turkish are used to enhance the meaning of other verbs, or to agglutinate verbs from nouns. These verbs are called auxiliary verbs. A concise list follows verbs that are used with nouns to agglutinate new verbs: etmek, olmak, kilmek, ilmek. Examples: fars and gt, fars etmek hak and gt, hak etmek af and gt, af etmek kap and gt, kab etmek turk and gt, turk etmek arz and gt, arz etmek. If there is a change in the noun root through the process of agglutination, it is written adjacently. These are mostly Arabic loan words, which switch to the more original form. In Turkish words, two consonants of a syllable need a vowel to be pronounced. There are exceptions in loan words only, but those that lost their original form are more common. This occurs in two ways. If a word ends in two identical consonants, one is dropped, e.g. hall, state, status becomes hal, aff, amnesty, forgiving becomes af. If a syllable ends in two different consonants, a vowel is added between them, e.g. hum, judgment becomes hukam. Exceptions: words which end in nk, rk, such as taht, throne, rank, color, card, do not add a vowel. Most of these are loan words from Persian or Western languages. Examples: kab plus a and gt, kabetmek hasis plus a and gt, hachetmek has plus a and gt, hazetmek. Verbs that are used with other verbs to enhance the meaning: vermek, bilmek, dermek, gelmek, kalmek, yazmak. Examples: dus and gt, duziajdum git and gt, gitiverdum yavasla and gt, yavaslayabalirm yaz and gt, jazaduru yola.